Hi, everyone. I'm doing more list reviews. They are turning up right now in a flood of lists for the English nationals. This one is from Daniel Moody of bolt action competitive fame. So let me share my screen and let's look at Daniel's list. Now, Daniel, he knows what he's doing, first of all. He is a competitive player. He knows what he's doing. He has an idea, and as such, I will not try again to limit how much advice I actually give, but I will be reacting to his list here. So let me see. He is using the WTC format of list building here, which is an Excel arc. He is bringing an Australian platoon. Okay. And is it a double platoon? No, it's a single platoon. No. Yeah, sorry. It is a single platoon. The second one here is blank. Okay, so a single Australian platoon. Australians are pretty good skirmish infantry, and as such, that's an interesting choice. We saw an Australian army at the WTC, which did quite well. So let's see what they can bring. A veteran second lieutenant plus assistant. It's very, very expensive. And I'm not sure that that is worth it. But Daniel, if you know how to use the Snap 2 rules, you can really get some action out of that. And given that he is an infantry unit, you can actually use the Australian infantry special rules for your lieutenant. So that might be an interesting point to do. Then 8-man jungle engineer squad with 2 SMGs, 4 rifles, and 1 flamethrower, and he has that 2 times. Ooh, these are good. These are good units. They are regulars, so it's an engineer unit. So it's a sort of a cross between my idea of an engineer unit and a skirmish unit slash assault unit, because there are these 2 SMGs in it. But it's a big unit. It's a hefty unit that you're throwing up. So it has the survivability that many engineer units, 5-man units, doesn't have. This does. So it's really good. I am hoping, though, that they get some transport, because that thrust with the flamethrower, it really needs something to bring it up and deliver it to where it needs to go, right? Then, veteran 10-man jungle division infantry. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, this is a large unit, and it's very expensive. I think it's perhaps even too large, because they are the jungle divisions are perfect skirmishes. I don't think you need it to be 10 men, so you could have saved a few there, as you could have with the 10-man Papuan infantry battalion as well. They are very large, but if you expect to suffer some casualties, and if you want them to have that full strength bonus early game, go right ahead. They can suffer quite a lot, and they can push because they are large units. So they become sort of a cross between an assault infantry unit and a skirmish unit. Mortar team, regular. 3-man plus spotter. Yes. If you want to run a regular mortar, you take the spotter. Otherwise, there's no reason to do so. And a flamethrower team. Ooh, so that's the 3rd flamethrower in this list. That is a lot of fire you're bringing to the jungle here. A peer team, yeah, it's pretty crap, but I run it myself. Veteran to survive the snipers. Yes, you can do that. Or you could save the points, make it regular. If you're going to foot slug, which I'm guessing this might actually be foot slugging, then yes, go for the veteran. If you have the points left over for a jeep or some sort of other transport, then I would run it regular. A veteran light howitzer. Ooh, That's a lot of points. But then again, it's only 65 points, so it's sort of the same as the medium mortar, right? This is pretty good. You could have run it regular, but what you want really is to be able to fire directly, and you want it to be survivable. So making it veteran, if you have the points, yes, but Daniel is spending a lot of points that he might have saved and used for something more. It didn't say how many order dice. We'll see that at the end. A Stuart light tank, hopefully with the Sponson LMGs, right? The darker version, 130 points. Can't remember if this is with the LMGs. I think it is. Let me just go, and this is not it. Anyways, I haven't got the time to look that up right now. I think it is with the Sponson LMGs. Otherwise, if you're not running Sponson LMGs, please tell me, Daniel, why. A 15 CVT truck? Yes. Regulars? Yes. Okay. So you might want to go on the outflank. If you're not using them for outflank, I again suggest save the points, use the points for something else, buy them in experience. But if you want to outflank, which you might want to do with those engineers, then that is pretty good. And you know what? When you have two 15 CVTs with 8-man engineers in them, the flanks become very, very dangerous for the enemy to be in. And that is 24 inches you have of threat range. That is very far into the table that you can threaten the enemy. So they are going to clump up, which means that the rest of your infantry knows exactly where the enemy is going to be. Perfect. A Jeep, which can either be for the sniper team or the Pier team. I'm sorry, not sniper team, flamethrower team or the Pier team. And I would suggest using the flamethrower team because the Pier team is veteran. You already thought of this. Good boy. And an inexperienced horse-drawn limber for the extra order die. Perfect. I love this. This is a good army. A really good army. There's a lot of very, very good infantry here. Could you make it even better if you ran it as a dual platoon? Yes, you could. Then you could go double stewards, all the jazz, but that would mean saving points somewhere else. So if you want to run it single platoon, I think this is more or less the way to go. And it's 14 order dice, perfect, 1,000 points. Very good army list, Daniel. Very good, very enjoyable. I hope you do well. And thank you so much for letting me see it. Right, that was it. Cheers.